Miss Macy and the Library Trees by Darlene Howell. In a cozy little cottage, nestled snug in a glen, lived a mouse called Miss Macy. She was very proper. She was very prim. Early in the morning, on a very fine day, with a smile and a cheer, she set out on her way. She stepped out of her door with a heart full of glee. In an hour or two, she'd stop for some snacks. She'd stop for some tea. With a skip in her step, she set out on her way to visit the book-filled trees in a city far, far away. Through the singing woods she merrily went, where the trees whispered songs so sweet, so well spent. Birds chirped hello as she strolled down the path. They had stories to tell, making Miss Macy laugh. The birds told her, with a giggle and a tweet, of a squirrel who danced on two tip-toed feet. He found a corn so large and so round, he rolled down the hill with a bounce and a bound. They wished her well on her grand, lovely quest to the city far away, where the book-filled trees are best. Onward she travelled on paths made of stone, amongst the fragrant flowers. Onward she did roam. With dainty paws she skipped and she played through meadows of green. What a glorious display! Her whiskers twitched, her eyes were bright, her heart was filled with pure delight. Off in the distance, whatever did appear? 'Twas the big city, so far, yet so near. The city sparkled with a lively glow, with shops and cafes in a charming set of rows. Bakeries bustled with sweet, fragrant treats, and fragrant flowers adorned every street. Miss Macy wandered by the waterway bright, where a boat gently drifted in mid-morning light. A glimmering bridge arched over the stream. It all looked like magic. It all looked like a dream. The city's heart was a bustling delight, like twinkling lights that danced through the night. Street vendors offered their wares with good cheer, and melodies from musicians filling the air. Tall buildings stood with grandeur and grace, while flowers adorned each lively space. Miss Macy marveled at the vibrant display as she explored the city's grand array. Miss Macy paused in a garden so fair, where roses bloomed with a fragrance so rare. Beneath a floral canopy so bright, where petals of velvet are bathed in sunlight. Her tiny picnic spread on a cloth of colourful hue, with scones and tea, a delightful view. She sipped her tea with a contented sigh, as butterflies danced and birds fluttered by. With every bite and sip, her joy did grow in the lovely rose garden's gentle glow. Miss Macy, quite lost, by the lamp-post did stand, with a puzzled expression, no map in her hand. A young mouse approached with a friendly smile and offered to help her, though just for a while. "I'm trying to find my way through this part of town," said Miss Macy, looking a bit of a frown. The young mouse nodded and gave a warm cheer. "Follow the path where the flowers appear." With a tip of the hat and a wave of goodbye, Miss Macy continued, her spirits held high. She wandered with newfound cheer when she met a kind lady who was quite a lovely dear. With a smile and a nod, she offered a guide, and Miss Macy listened with eyes open wide. The lady spoke kindly, her voice soft and clear. "Keep going, my dear, and soon you'll be near." Miss Macy thanked her with a grateful smile. The lady's directions would help her all the while. She continued on, feeling quite blessed, with a clear path ahead and a heart at rest. Miss Macy continued. Her destination was near when she met a fine gentleman. He was full of laughter, he was full of cheer. He tipped his hat and offered a hand to help guide her through this foreign land. "Good day, Miss Macy," he said with a grin. "I'll guide you a bit. Now, let's begin." He pointed the way down bustling lanes and busy streets and pointed out landmarks where paths would soon meet. At last, Miss Macy arrived. Her journey was all ease. Before her very eyes, behold, the library trees. Tall trunks adorned with books of every hue, their pages whispering tales, old and new. Each tree was a treasure with stories to share, in a canopy of knowledge that filled the air. She marveled at volumes, from classics to lore. Her heart swelled with wonder, wanting to explore. She touched the rough bark and breathed in the scene. The library trees, each one majestic and serene. Books rested on limbs like ornaments bright, each cover a window to a new delight. Miss Macy reached up with a gentle hand to select a book from the enchanted stand. She opened the cover and lost track of time, immersed in a tale so wonderfully sublime. In the heart of the grove, a gathering took place, with mice from all corners, each sharing the space. They marveled at stories from volumes so vast, as tales from the library trees were cast. Under the canopy of leaves and lore, they whispered and chuckled, and often asked for more. With paws holding books and eyes shining bright, they basked in the magic from morning till night. The library trees became a gathering spot where friendship and stories tied every knot. Miss Macy felt joy in the company near, surrounded by tales and hearts full of cheer. As the sun dipped low and the day began to wane, the library trees, a dulcet refrain. Miss Macy looked around with a heart full of peace. There were stories to share and the friendships that never cease. The end.